That's what she said.
I was about to make a joke about that. All right, hold on. 5, 4, 3, beep, go.
Hey, welcome back to the Nub. This is the Murse.
Hey, it's me, Felton.
Hey, it's you, Felton.
It's me.
It's me, Felton.
Mario. Oh.
All right. Well, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. We got a little behind on our recording, so we're recording at the at the end of this month or the end of this week. I mean, so a little behind this time.
Yep.
But hey, it was the holiday, all that good stuff. So fun, right?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance, Felton, over this holiday time period to see Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yes, I did.
And what were your thoughts on that movie?
Well, first of all, still, Thanos did nothing wrong. Again, I can't reiterate that enough. He did nothing wrong because they reversed what he did. So technically, he did nothing wrong. So that's the only spoiler that I'm going to provide.
Oh, I'm gonna go full spoiler,
we're going full spoiler. Oh, we're going full spoiler.
Make it rain spoils.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fine with me then.
Just so you guys know, it is full spoiler mode. So if you don't want to hear anything about Spider-Man Far From Home because you've been too lazy to go see the movie, you should stop listening right now. And go. Spoiler full.
Everybody died. No.
Spoiler man. Spoiler man.
I've got to say, the ending, the post-credit scene with J. Jonah Jameson, I thought was probably my favorite part of the movie. What's that guy's name? J.K. Simmons. They brought him back. Oh my God. That was amazing.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. That was fantastic. I was not expecting they'd be bringing him back. Maybe I just missed an announcement somewhere. I know that there's a lot of people that were signing those petitions and things like that to bring him back and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't think it was going to happen, and it really blew me away. And then the second end credit scene was even more shocking, in my opinion, to find out that both was it Marie Hill and Mr. Nick Fury were actually Skrulls. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people were talking about them doing the Secret Invasion storyline, but I don't think they're going to. I think what's going to happen is they're going to actually do the Skrull Kree War. I think that's why he's on the ship with all the Skrulls. I think they are going to be going to war with the Kree.
Well, I think that'll be the
interesting
next.
To see.
That'll be the next Captain Marvel movie, though, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go with that. I don't know if it's going to be a big event. So they're going to lead up to it.
Yeah.
Include the Guardians of the Galaxy, the new Avengers, and all that kind of stuff, or if it's going to be like you said, like a Captain Marvel kind of situation, and then in that they can use that to be the jumping off point for introducing a bunch of other heroes and stuff too. So I don't know where they're going to go with that, to be honest.
I think you meant the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, exactly. The Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I thought that they're just right back to it, back to setting up more movies, more things, like more special future plot lines.
I don't think. I mean, I don't really know if the Kree Skrull War would be big enough to put a whole 10 years into. I think what they might do this time around is maybe some smaller events leading up to a bigger event, like they do in comic books a lot of times, So maybe this is going to be like a smaller event.
Well, yeah,
either.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and I actually was researching this a little bit, trying to figure out who the next big bad was going to be. And there's a lot of debate going on right now because people really aren't quite sure who is, as badass as Thanos. I mean, there's a lot of other enemies who are arguably more powerful, but are they going to be able to, inject feeling, emotion, and character into Galactus, where he's just basically just big hungry lunk going around eating everything, Like, how are they going to have such a fleshed out character that you can connect with?
My opinion is that they should focus on a character like Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom is one of the most fantastic evil. Well, he's a Fantastic Four villain, but he's one of the most fantastic evil characters in the Marvel universe. I mean, he's extremely focused on acquiring power for his own nefarious needs. He's been a good guy and a bad guy at times, mainly bad guy, but he's teamed up at times with good guys to accomplish his goals. In the Infinity Gauntlet, which is, the movies aren't really based off it, really, but even in there, he helps the good guys. He eventually turns on them, but he helps the good guys in there. So I think he would be a good character to focus on. There's also a character. Yeah. But there's also a character that I don't know if anybody's really been throwing around, and that is the Magnus. The Magnus is he's like the evil version of Adam Warlock. Obviously, they're going to be introducing Adam Warlock because they've been teasing him for how many movies now in the MCU. So they're going to introduce him, and he is a bad guy on par with Thanos in a way. He also became very focused on the Infinity Stones and the Infinity Gauntlet and that kind of thing. So he could be a big bad that they could approach if they wanted to kind of bring back the Infinity Stones and things like that. I don't see a reason they would want to do that, but I don't know. I mean, there's a few really good Marvel villains that I would love to see kind of take the main stage, as it were. Galactus is not one of those.
No.
Yeah, Galactus is great for honestly, he would be a great what do you call it, smoke and mirrors, make everybody think that he's the bad guy. Then we find out that he's actually being manipulated by the main bad guy, and that would be cool. Like
the Mandarin was, right?
Yeah.
Poor Ben Kingsley.
Exactly, except for really have the Mandarin.
Oh, I felt so bad. I was all excited for Ben Kingsley to play this epic role. And then, he was just this pansy actor that, he really, really wasn't badass at all. But it was still a great performance, and I love his post-credit scene when he was in jail. That was pretty funny.
I just like him in general.
Yeah.
I've always been in love with his movies. Gandhi is one of my favorites, actually, that he did. But now you saw the Avengers Endgame Re-Release, right?
Yes.
I did not see that, but I heard it was not all that. What were your opinions on that one?
Well, yeah, I mean, literally, the only differences were they had a longer tribute to Stan Lee, which I think pretty much everybody just cried through the entire thing. Which is, I mean, it's nice, and then the extra, end credit scene was one of the opening scenes for Spider-Man Far From Home. So you get to see the first minute and 30 seconds of Spider-Man in the post credit, which, I mean, paying money.
So where they go to the desert and there's the fake Sandman?
Yes, the hologram Sandman.
Now, I was very happy actually with the Spider-Man movie because I was correct about all my guesses as to what was going to happen. So yeah, that's not very often. So I was very excited about that. Mysterio was a bad guy. He was fooling everybody. We don't have a multiverse right now. Everybody thought we were going to have a multiverse because of this movie, but we don't. So I don't know what's going on with that. But they can still introduce a multiverse. It's just that Mysterio was BSing them on that one. And let me tell you, Jake Gyllenhaal's performance was amazing. He did a fantastic job as Mysterio. He was likable, really got to like his character, and it made the betrayal just that much more substantial.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's the thing. I knew it was coming. Come on, it's Mysterio. He's obviously the bad guy here. And the whole time I'm just come on, please. There was a part of me that was please just let him be a good guy throughout the movie, and then maybe he goes bad at the end. Like, you know, there's another
like in a sequel or something.
Yeah, there's another bad guy, and they're setting up for, like, you know, him to be like some big bad in an ongoing, you know, battle with the forces of evil. But no, he's just one-off bad guy like all the rest. Kind of sad.
Yeah, I hate that crap.
Well, and I guess too, like, I guess too, part of me remembers like watching all these cartoons, you know, with the X-Men and SpiderMan and you know, all the other ones, right? And I think, wow, you know, the reason that you have these reoccurring characters is if you kill off Mysterio, then you don't get to bring him back. You know, you put him in prison, you put him in Arkham, and oh no, he broke out again to cause havoc, and oh, he's gonna have to. You know, get him back in. And it's like, okay, so these guys are just villain wranglers, basically. It's, you know, build a better prison system if you don't want them to escape so easily. For one thing, these guys have superpowers, but you know that's how you had to keep a series going. You know, bring back the favorite villains, bring back the ones that people want to see over and over and over again.
Yeah, Marvel, the MCU has a tradition, it seems, of just killing off their villains.
Yeah,
like there's not too many of them that get to come back as a recurring character.
Well, yeah, like I said, I remember in, like, you know, I'm just from my perspective of like watching the cartoon. Venom would come back all the time. Doc Ock would come back like every other week after being defeated.
Well, it's more like in the comic books.
Yeah.
But in the movies they're like, we're just gonna kill him.
We're not gonna do anything with this guy again. Let's just
he's just gonna die.
Get rid of him. You know.
But here's the thing: is he dead though?
Well, exactly. You know, we don't know. Was that a ruse? Was it a? You know, because I mean, I don't want to say we never saw the funeral, but I mean, did he really die or did he escape?
And was that the real Mysterio?
Was that the real Mysterio?
Yeah, like, are we sure that was the real Mysterio?
Oh, like maybe maybe it was one of his lackeys that was actually the mastermind.
Right? Like the guy on the bus with all the quotes and stuff, or, you know, the guy behind the computer? I don't know.
The lady looking like Umbridge up in there?
Or the lady that was the one that was working on his cape the whole time?
Yeah, she reminded me of Umbridge. Like that lady seemed like she had some dark parts of her soul.
I honestly think that was the real Mysterio. Yeah, because who would be that obsessed? Who would be that obsessively steaming a cape like that? Well, but a supervillain.
Clearly, she's wasting time. That's supervillainy enough for me.
Exactly. So I got a little bit of comic book news here.
Okay.
Looks like Marvel has a new weekly event coming out called Contagion. Basically, it's like a bunch of the street level New York superheroes like The Thing, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Moon Knight are all kind of teaming up to take on this deadly disease that's spreading throughout New York. It does some kind of like weird thing to them. Like all the pictures and stuff look like some kind of weird bubbly disease that has some vines and things coming off of it. It's very strange looking, but it'd be very interesting to see how that comes out. It's written by Ed Bryson. He wrote Uncanny X-Men for a while, X-Force for a while, Iron Fist for a while, and the artist actually is Rogue Antonio, and he's very good artist. He did a lot of he did Green Lantern, Birds of Prey, X-Men Red, that kind of stuff. So the team looks pretty solid. I don't know about the storyline because none of them sound like the more educated superheroes or anything like that. I mean, if you're going to be fighting a disease, you know, I kind of want Mr. Fantastic, not the Thing. You know, I want, you know, just the more like Spider-Man, not Moon Knight. The more educated of the characters to fight the disease, because I don't think you can actually physically punch a disease. I could be wrong, but
are you sure?
I'm not 100% sure. No. Like, and if that's the case, then why have superheroes not punched out AIDS and things like that, or cancer? You know, like, or even just the common cold. Like, why haven't they just beaten the hell out of the common cold?
Attack it every week because it mutates and changes.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to approach the whole story. To be quite honest, I mean, the art looks fantastic. I don't know about the premise. I mean, it's more of your beat 'em up street level superheroes, not your scientist ones. So I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe that's going to be the fun part of it. They're just
maybe
they're doofuses when it comes to science like that, and they try to handle it ham-fistedly. And maybe it's more fun if they solve the problem that way.
Maybe. Or maybe this whole time we didn't realize it, but Ben Grimm's been working on his PhD, in disease pathology.
Oh.
And so he's probably gonna have he's like a couple credits away from his doctorate, and this is like the perfect opportunity for him to like, come out and be like, it's instead of it's clobbering time, he's gonna be like, it's vaccination in time, or something like that.
He's trying to impress Susan. He wants to show her that he can compete with Reed.
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a whole different way they can go with this, so we'll see. What about the gaming news? Anything going on in the video game world?
Well, unfortunately, we missed the Steam Summer Sale. That is kaput.
Son of a beach ball.
Yeah, it is done and over with. I am happy to say I managed to avoid spending any money this year. Largely because there were just so many games that I had already purchased that were on sale, so I didn't get anything. I haven't really had time anyway. It was my birthday a couple of days ago.
By the way, happy birthday again! Yeah.
Hey, thanks. So I went away for the weekend to Universal. Stayed there for a couple of days. So I really didn't get to enjoy the Steam Summer Sale, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure in like another 2 weeks they're gonna have another sale. And
did you get a chance to check out that Hagrid ride?
So that's upsetting. Friday and Saturday, we didn't get a chance to do it because the line was already 9 hours long. So we go, okay, Sunday we'll get there early, right at 9 o'clock. We'll be in line, and we will go ahead and we'll get on. Excuse me. Show up. Oh, the ride's closed for maintenance. The engineers decided that they were going to be working on it, so you're just going to have to get in line, and maybe they'll get on, and maybe you won't. I'm like, well, Janine from Ghostbusters.
That's a great way to spend the whole day.
Yeah, why are you here? So we decided to just give up, like you do, in most things in life when it's difficult. And we gave up and just walked the park and then went to the pool at the resort and just enjoyed the afternoon. Because it rained mostly Friday and Saturday all day, so we didn't get to do the pool. So that's when we went and saw SpiderMan Saturday night.
SpiderMans. Well, that sucks because I was really hoping you could tell us how it was.
I hear it's great. I hear good things.
I'll have to live the rest of my life without knowing.
Yeah.
Speaking of gaming, though, I like that thing you sent me about the gamer girl urine for what, close to $10,000?
Oh yeah, I bought 2 jars.
I'm thinking if I shave my beard up, and put on a wig and some cat ears, and just take some pictures of myself with a game controller in my hand, I could sell my urine for $10,000. That sounds reasonable, right?
So I found out that was a scam. Like, she wasn't. This is in reference to the gamer girl / Instagram model / I don't even really know what you would call her, fetish model. I don't know, but she was selling her bath water for $30 a bottle, right? A little mason jar filled with bath water. And
again, completely reasonable.
Completely reasonable, totally legal. I mean, nothing wrong with that at all. It's capitalism, supply and demand. Yep. I mean, gamer boys wanted her bathwater, so apparently that was something you could do. So the whole thing about her selling her pee for $1,000 was she debunked that and said that wasn't her and it was fake. Don't buy it, unless she did it and then regretted it, and now she's saying that it's fake.
Well, wait a minute. So that means that she was screwing somebody else out of money then, and that's not fair.
Oh, she's wrecking somebody else's hustle.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like
it's
somebody else's.
It's her brand though, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Her brand of urine.
It's like they were selling it as if it was her urine. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they're doing like the Pepsi challenge with the urines. Like,
I still say,
it's like, can you tell if it's this gamer girl's or?
Jeez. Guess the urine donor. I still say it would be amazing if down the road, she's like selling these mason jars of bathwater for, weeks, months, and people are still, buying it. When sales dip off, if she posts a video or posts something of like her, daddy figure, her boyfriend, husband, whoever this person is, taking a bath, and it was actually him bathing in the bathwater.
Oh, that would explain why mine came with what looked like a very manly pubic hair in it when I got my bathwater.
Yeah, all his back hair and everything floats off into it.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
I mean, I'm still happy I got it. I keep it on a shelf. Like, what do you do with somebody's used bathwater? I'm sure I don't want to know probably, but I kind of want to know.
People ask all weird sorts of shit.
I'm sure there's some kind of sick fetish thing.
They ask her to fart in a jar and like do all this weird stuff. It's just all strange to me. What people think they can just contact some random person on the internet and go, "Hey, will you do this gross thing for me?" Like they're entitled to it. It's very odd.
Well, I mean, but they are nice enough to pay for it, so
Yeah, but I just don't think it's polite to ask. I mean, you wouldn't walk up to somebody on the street and say, "Hey, would you pee in this jar? I'll pay you $1,000." Now, granted, there are probably some people.
Well, hold on. You wouldn't, but I mean, I would. Okay. I definitely would.
All right. Well,
especially sometimes you gotta pass that drug test at work. Random strangers are.
Well, that's different. Though.
It's a 50-50 chance.
That's different. I don't know. It's back to that old conversation we had about, you should kink shame people. Some stuff is just really, really weird and deserves to be made fun of.
At the same time, though, I really wish that I had the ability to make money off of weird kinks that people have, like the one where they want women to just like wear high heels and step on bugs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for God's sakes, like people go crazy for that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're talking about like
people that do it probably get. Yeah, well, and people get paid good money for that. So
yeah,
I want to do one.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I want to do one where I get to wear like a Speedo and then sit on cakes all day and get paid, a modest living, like a couple $100 a day. You know what I mean? Like nothing too crazy.
I'm sure that would be popular in Russia.
Oh yes, look at Das big boy. His bald head sits on the cake.
Sit on cake. Yes, jawohl.
Yes.
Speaking of Russians,
they want me to say things. They want me to say things to the cake, though. They want me to, like, before I go sit on it, they want me to look the cake dead in the eye and be like, "I will crush you."
I will crush you. Speaking of Russians,
I will crush you.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things?
Oh my God. I'm up to episode 7, I think. I don't know how many are in the season.
There are 8. Why have you not finished this yet?
Oh, I didn't know I was almost done. Oh my Lord. Okay. Maybe I think it's like 6 or 7.
This season was phenomenal.
Oh, it's out of control.
I mean, honestly, one of the best seasons of TV I've watched in general, but definitely the best of the 3 seasons of Stranger Things. I saw a meme, actually. I posted it on the Nub because it cracked me up so much. It said, "Stranger Things is X-Files for people that like Goonies." And I'm telling you, that is dead on.
Yeah.
That is dead on.
I saw the one that was Mr. Steal Your Wife, Mr. Whatever, and then it was Alexa, Mr. Steal Your Hot.
Exactly, and it's true. It's absolutely true. And you haven't even gotten to the end yet. So if I were to tell you never ending story, you wouldn't even know what that means.
Oh, okay.
But you will. Now that I've said it, you will know when it gets there.
Okay.
But did you know the girl that plays Robin? So the coworker of Steve at Scoops Ahoy?
Yes.
That is the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman.
Oh my God.
I had no idea, and now that I found that out, I cannot unsee Uma Thurman when I see her.
She looked weirdly familiar. I'm trying to figure where I saw her from or what movie she's been in, and now that makes sense. She looks like Uma Thurman.
Yeah,
and Ethan Hawke.
I mean, I thought I was blown away. I was like, wow, really? That's crazy. But yeah, this season has just been phenomenal. Like, first off, I love the Mind Flayer in this season better than the Mind Flayer in last season. The fact that the Mind Flayer is made up of all the goopy humans and rats and things like that that come together to form its body, so much cooler than what was like the stupid smoke monster thing, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I love Billy as the bad guy. Holy crap, he's doing such a good job in that show.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
And everybody's off kind of doing their own little thing in this season. So you've got Elle hanging out with the tomboy girl, which I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. You've got the three boys,
Max,
Lucas, Mike, and William doing their thing, and then of course you've got my favorite duo of the entire show, Steve and oh my goodness, I can't remember the kid's name all of a sudden. Dustin, thank you. Those two are by far my favorite combination in the show.
Well, they're the best.
You have to finish the show, man.
I'm going to tonight as I try to fall asleep. I'm gonna finish it and get scared.
Listen, take some crack and don't fall asleep so you can finish it, because we need to talk about this show. It is amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh my god.
Well, what do you think? We're at the 29.
Yeah, we're almost there. So it's my turn today to roll the die
of
destiny. So anybody who this is the first time listening, basically, if I roll a d20, it's a critical hit, and I get to ask Joe to share get to ask Felton to share an embarrassing story. And if I roll a 1, then I have to share an embarrassing story. And if I roll any number outside of that, then it doesn't do anything. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And 3. Nothing has to be done. So we escaped. We both escaped from embarrassment this time.
I am so relieved. Oh my god.
Well, then I guess we should end it on that, since we both survived the die of destiny. And we will be back with you guys in another podcast. This is the Murse.
This is Felton.
And we'll talk to you guys later.